All right, guys, what's up? It's Megan Mouse here. It is our Elite Call. It's Tuesday, May 22nd. Just as a reminder, these calls are now bi-weekly. We have our calendar up. 2 Tuesdays out of the month, we're meeting with a full agenda, bringing you guys literally stuff that's like working for us in our business, right? To you guys. So I'm really excited about today. So let's go. No worries, Susan. We will wrap up with you then, since you're wrapping something up. Let's go ahead and kick off by going around and sharing a quick update. We want to get a pulse of what's going well for you right now. Maybe what are some wins that you're having in your business, and then maybe one area that you might be struggling. So an example would be, let's see here, co-host Joan. Okay, so an example would be like right now, I'm having, my big win is that I'm creating a lot of content consistently. And, I learned XYZ from last training or something like that. And then where I'm struggling is, I'm not getting enough engagement from the content though, or I'm having conversations as a win, but I'm not converting enough of those people. Okay, so that's kind of an example. So we can dive into the train. Let's keep it a little bit brief, but we want to hear what's going on. So Janine, you're next after, right? Yeah, you're kicking us off. You're right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in vacation mode.
You're always in
'Cause
vacation mode. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
no, I feel
Kim,
like,
that's
honest to
Kim.
God, I know we're just at the trailer, but I'm actually have to hop off at 2:30 for my massage because tomorrow we leave for our 30th anniversary Alaskan cruise. So
Oh
that's
my
why I'm like,
God.
I told Kim
Awesome.
I don't even know if I should be hopping on, but
Oh, we're glad you're here. That's great. Happy anniversary. How wonderful.
oh, thanks.
And that is, by the way, a beautiful cruise. Bring your rain gear.
Ah, ah, that's an understatement. It's gonna be cold.
I
Yeah.
know it'll be really cold, but it's so beautiful. All right.
So Janine, I know you're on vacation mode. Anything to add that you'd like to get before you hop off at 2:30?
No, I just take it all in. I'm being honest. I just take it all in and I'll think of questions as we go along.
Okay, great. Awesome. Kim, what's happening over there? Did you get to golf today?
No, I'm back in Connecticut. Golf is Florida for on Tuesdays. So that's gonna be back when I go back down there in a couple months. But I have been posting reels pretty consistently. I'm seeing people are viewing them, but I'm not getting a lot of anything from it. And I'm not creating the reels. Tastefully Simple provides us tons of reels. I haven't gotten into the making. I've done a few of my own, but not recently. I was just trying to get consistently posting them, but that did drop off last week when I was in North Carolina.
Okay.
So but on a side note, I'm a couple $100 away from my sales goal for the month. So that's a positive.
Awesome. Way to go. Oh, sorry, there's double Robin again. Okay, now we lost the Robin. We lost both Robins.
Oh no, one's here.
Wait.
Here we go. Wait, admin.
And we lost the other one. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right, Kim. Good to know. I got that down. Company Rails. Okay, great. Awesome. All right, Leslie.
Hey, okay, so some wins is finishing the month strong because this month has been struggle busting for me, myself, and my team. We actually started a summer flash bash today that I've been working hard on. So with good content for 3 days, 6 lives or videos, tutorials, and within the next 3 days, and hopefully to up sales. And then tomorrow I'm going to start a I have it on my, I don't know what it's called. It's going to be a momentum challenge for my team. I know there's a certain word for it and I have it written in my calendar, but it's a momentum challenge for my team. So I'm going to hopefully like give out some $10 gift cards and hopefully start some momentum so we can finish strong. I'm getting views. I'm getting like 1,000 to 2,000 views on my new Instagram page, which is more than I ever got. I'm still at like 170 followers, but I'm not getting any no one's asking me about makeup. No one's asking. I'm not getting conversations from those reels.
Okay.
So,
Is this
yeah,
on the old account or both?
this is on, I haven't even looked at my old account. This is on my new one.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, and I'm doing a training for another team tonight. That's
That's
another win.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
yay.
since doing this, I've been asked to two elite people in the company have asked me to do trainings for their team. So that
Gosh,
just fills my bucket. Yeah,
that's awesome. Congratulations.
thank
Whoop,
you.
whoop. And
Yeah,
over there, like,
one thing real quick. See, when we invest in ourselves and when we level up our skill set, right, and our own personal development, we then can add value for others. And these are things that start happening. You get asked to do trainings, you get asked to speak on a company call, you get asked to participate at your convention. And what else happens? Your confidence begins to elevate. I mean, I'm thinking, Leslie, I remember the first time when you were a little bit nervous about even investing in yourself initially. And that's where most people are. Most people, if you've not invested in yourself, it's like, do I really need this? You know, people wonder. And it's a very common question and concern. But I just want to point out to this group that the more that you can invest in yourself and get better at being you and your skill set, the more value you can offer. So way to go.
so good. Congrats,
Woo.
Leslie. Everybody give it up for Leslie. That's so great. Leslie, on your reels, are you dropping 3 comments? You are?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at it later.
Yeah, I mean, they're emoji comments and
Yeah.
then some of them are hashtag comments, but for the most part, they're emoji comments.
Okay, we're gonna talk today about the content, the copy and the caption, like below. I don't know what to call that. I should know. It's like there's the captions in the video and then there's the caption below. We're gonna talk a lot about the caption below. And so we might need to look at like your call to actions and your copywriting in there. But yeah, we'll look at that. Robin. Hi. How's it going? We're doing a quick update. What's going well and where do you need support right now?
What's going well is let's see. I feel like I'm getting back into the groove again. And so that's a plus because I was just falling. And so I feel like I'm coming back. I had a nice chat with Joan over the weekend. And Joan, I'm sorry I never got back to you about any of that, but I did reach out to somebody about doing a pop-up in their establishment, and he's going to get back to me with his calendar. So I'm going to do a pop-up in a local establishment. And what do I need help in? I need help in learning how to open up a new Instagram page. I think I might have missed all that.
Yeah, okay.
Because
So,
I have like 3 of them. I don't know how.
oh my gosh, how do you have 3 Instagrams?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think
So,
because I got hacked one time, so I
Oh.
opened up another one. So now I
Okay.
think I got 2
Okay.
business and 1 personal.
I
Yeah.
got 17 Instagrams and I don't know where to focus. I'm just kidding.
I got 99 problems and Instagram ain't one.
And you're one of them. No, just
I know. You're one of mine. No, just kidding. We're Joan and I are each other's headaches in a good way. Okay, so if you go to your members area, you should see a product called Digital Recruiting System. Have you seen that?
Probably not.
Okay, go look for it. If you don't see it, try logging out and then log back in. That's the new module set that we released the last challenge. And just so you guys know, probably in a month or so, we're going to be creating our Elite Sales Academy. Well, master, I don't know why I called it Elite, but a sales training. So that'll be really cool too. So again, every time there's updates like in the academy, you guys are going to see them in your back office. So it's good to kind of log out once a month and log back in to make sure anything's new. Because once it gets added, you have to log out to log back in to refresh the system. But that digital recruiting system will show you step by step how to create a new Instagram, how to identify your niche, your I help statement to maybe look over that, your content strategy, creating short form videos, your hooks, your captions, everything A to Z. So we walk you through step by step how to create that new Instagram, strategically how to create so you're searchable in the keywords, and how to train the algorithm to show your content to more people that you want to talk to. So if you have any questions, you can definitely let us know in the chat, or bring them to next call. You guys definitely be bringing any questions from that new content that we bring, or you're revisiting old content, like bring them to these calls, okay? All right, Marcy.
Hi.
Hi. We're just doing a quick update. What are some wins and where?
Okay. Sorry, I joined late and then I had bad service, so I've had to pop in and out.
No worries.
You said wins and what else?
And then where you maybe need some support around, or any specific questions you want to get handled today?
I would say a couple wins I've had lately is I was asked to speak on our on our company Zoom
That's awesome.
for like the
Congrats.
opportunity through
Look at us. Oh, we got
so
all these speakers in Elite now. Like, whoop, whoop. All right, go
so that
Marcy.
was cool, just knowing that people noticed me and know who I am, like they thought of me specifically.
Yeah.
And then I've had I haven't had a lot of online sales lately, and for some reason this month I'm getting some random online orders. I love vendor events, and I've had a couple successful ones of those lately. And I just did, and I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this or not, but I did Amanda Todd's challenge recently. She does the You Dot This, but basically she gives you like 5 days of captions and posts to post in your group to up engagement. And I was able to follow through with 5 days of something.
Awesome.
And so doing that, my engagement is up and whatnot. So I'm a little bit more fired up now and ready to hopefully make it through June and July, which I hear, and last year at least were kind of slower months for everything, those J months. So ready to go into those fired up. As far as what I need help with, I don't know. I need to just like buckle down and do stuff, like I have all these things I want to do, but have a hard time finding or making time to do them. So morning motivation this morning was a good help and a good push. I had to leave a little bit early. And then I also bought Atomic Habits to
Ooh, yes.
to
Good.
start reading. Thanks for the recommendation. So I don't know. I'm paying attention to everything, but kind of in the background of everything right now. So
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks for the update. I love that. And way to stay strong for those 5 days. We are in the process of creating a new, Joan, I know I'm working on that DMO. So what we'll do actually is we'll make a DRA Elite something branded DMO for you guys as well, because it's all in the daily activity. And I was talking to Joan about one of the projects I'm working on yesterday, and she was like, well, as you go through this, remember, what's your biggest hurdle?
Nope.
And what did you say? Your hurdle is, and I said,
just said because let me preface. I mean, geez, I didn't know you were going to
Oh.
be sharing that. Well, all of us have opportunity areas. That's what I like to call those, really, or there really are challenges, right? Everyone has them. Okay. But when you're aware of what your challenge is, first off, you can take action to correct it. And I asked Megan, all right, what is your one thing, that, because other than this one thing, there's Megan's unstoppable. And she said, what? Now finish.
okay, consistency. So it's always consistency. And I think that's one for many people, but it's always been consistency. And so, that's why I'm such a big person. My first ever freebie that I made was a DMO, the 1 hour workday, because I created that for my team, but basically for me. It was really for me, because I was going through a flood in the house, et cetera. Some of you have heard my story, but you know, I created that because I was like, I need it so simplified. I'm like, what do I need to be consistent on every day so I don't lose the reins on my business? And so for a lot of you, you don't have a multi-million-dollar organization right now, right? So if you don't do the daily activity, no one really notices, probably, is what you're thinking. But if you ran your business like you were running a multi-million-dollar organization, what would you do today, right? And for me in that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot let this hold me back because I have a huge organization depending on me. So how could I find a way to stay consistent? Because I already struggle with consistency. So that's when I created that DMO. So we'll get you guys this DMO here in the upcoming weeks. And, the DMO is the system. Do this and you will win. If you do this every day, or again, I've had to teach myself, okay, if I fall off a day, just get back on the horse the next day. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. I didn't do it yesterday, today. I'll just wait till next Monday. Right? We all kind of do that. Oh, well, I've got this coming up and I'll just wait till next month. But imagine if instead you're like, well, I could squeeze 2 or 3 days out a week to be consistent on a weekly basis. It may not be every day, but if it could be 2 to 3 days, imagine what that will do for your business over a period of time. And imagine if you woke up every day and said, people are relying on me, right? Just like here with this call. Why do you guys think that we even one of my favorite reasons of having this and our academy and everything is because it holds me more accountable in running my business and helping my downline and all the things, right? It's accountability. And so if you wake up and you act as if you have that responsibility and accountability, imagine what can happen, right? So, back to what Marcy was saying. Marcy, what you're feeling is very common. How many of you raise your hand and feel like you struggle with being consistent on a daily basis and making sure to get all your content out? Okay, just Kim and I. All right. I don't know. Everyone else lead the training. You guys train Kim and I, so I'm joking. But consistency is huge, and I've come a long way. I'm not perfect, but Joan reminded me of that yesterday. Right? So
Not that you're not perfect. Jeez, I know.
what did I say? I don't know what I'm saying half the time. I don't
Okay.
think I've told this group, so I'll just tell them right now in the middle before we toss it over to Susie here. If I seem a little bit out of it, we do have a baby on the way. So I forget we told the new DRA students because I was puking halfway through the call.
I was
So-
like, Megan, we're gonna she was like, I'm like, oh boy. All right.
So I am actually feeling pretty decent right now, but Joan's here is backup. If I'm like, Joan, take it away, that's why, and if I have loosey-goosey brain, that's also why. So hopefully we're in the clear in a few weeks from this morning sickness. So yeah, so that's a little bit of news for you guys. But with that, I can't wait to announce, because when I announce, guess what? That's some great content. Thanks, Leslie. Imagine if I was making reels with a pregnant belly every day about growing my downline. That's good content. Okay. Yes, baby, you're going to be used for monetization because I got to pay for a lot of stuff for you. Joking. Okay. So Susie, let's turn it over to you and wrap up with our updates, and then we'll head into our training.
Yeah, I mean, the consistency, the DMOs, I'm a good checklist person, but the discouragement in the no's, as Joan knows, is a struggle. Just trying to plug along and keep on keeping on, knowing it's going to happen. But so doing it and creating connections and creating people, meeting people, but not necessarily moving the business forward just yet.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Awesome. Well, rejection is something that I think we all fear, right? We all don't like to get rejected. That's for sure, right? But staying grounded. Joan's putting here, I think earlier, morning motivation is, if you're not already going there, you guys, please be attending morning motivation, because it's a great way to get your mindset right. Because before you present the opportunity, I mean, all you can really do is put yourself in a service-based mindset. It's so important to put yourself in the shoes of, I'm here to serve, not to sell. If the sales will happen organically through the serving, okay? If you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. And it's truly serving people, right? So rejection isn't anything against you. It's either one of two things are happening. Either A, you're not presenting properly, and that's something, in the sales tactics that we're going to be teaching, we talk a lot about gathering intelligence. So either A, you're not gathering enough intelligence to present it in a way that makes sense for the lead, or B, it's just not a good fit for them. And all right, see you later. I'm just kidding. So you got this. I'm super proud of you. I know with all your new projects and everything, you're going to do great. And this learning curve shall pass. That's true. That's for sure. So awesome. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for the updates. I think we answered most. I know as a recap, Leslie, I'm going to look at your account. Janine's going to Alaska, so she's going to get some rain gear.
Yeah.
Robin, you're covered. You know where to get the digital recruiting system. Marcy, we're going to get that DMO up. So, you guys, today what I want to focus on is I'm going to take you step by step. Would you like to know what does Megan do when she's creating content? Like exactly in my brain. Okay, so let me pull up my notes here. I have like a little step system here somewhere. And what we're going to be more conversational today, you guys. And then I'm in the process of creating a formal training and a workshop for some of our newer elite students. So what we'll do as elite members, you guys are going to get that full workshop. It's how to use AI with for your reels. You guys are going to get access to that recorded workshop. You're going to get any worksheets, and you're going to get a more formal, even step by step. So okay, so this is what I do. So the first thing is I go to the content calendar, okay? So for those of you, let's pull up the Canva here. Let me pull it up here. And I have made one change to that content calendar since last. So we had kind of like a Tuesday, Thursday, not Tuesday, Thursday. We had like Tuesday, I think was like testimony. But I think we kind of discovered that results was very similar to testimony. Not that having too many testimonies is bad, but I realized behind the scenes is a really, really good one. So I added behind the scenes, right? So it's Tuesday. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, so today's Tuesday. So today I'm going to make a behind the scenes post. And I'm going to tell you guys my steps so that you can write them down. And then we're gonna go through it. So step one is you're gonna go to the content calendar, right? You're gonna pick out what day is it. You may have already put some ideas in here. For instance, behind the scenes, you might have written like sitting at desk with son, and then the next Tuesday, like cooking dinner, then the next one, playing at the park with the kids. Again, these are just like targeting moms, generic examples. But if you are a fan of batching your work, I'll be honest, I am not sometimes. Like, I am not. For me, I do better just doing it kind of all at once. A lot of people prefer to batch. It will save you a lot of time. But in my perfect world, I would sit down every month and fill this calendar in with ideas of the video, right? But so you're going to look at the calendar and you're going to decide what type of content are you going to create. So it's Tuesday, we're doing it behind the scenes, and we're going to do a video of like working on the laptop at the desk. Okay. You have to think through, okay, you have to always reverse engineer as well. Like, what's the point of this? So you've got to reverse engineer. If the goal is to start conversations around the opportunity, right? For this example, I'm not trying to get conversations around the product, it's around the opportunity. Then I know I can reverse engineer what's the interest I need to create, what do I need to talk about. So that now I can know on the front end, okay, I'm going to show up behind the scenes of me working, you know, my business, an at-home business with kids. So, so we've got content calendar, determine the content, the background, right? What's the video going to be of? And I just put, bye Janine, thank you.
Oh, Janine, have a great time on your cruise. Eat lots of food, yummies.
So, everything that I'm giving you right now is not only to create the content, but also to save it so you can repurpose it. And you'll understand what I mean in a second. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to create that video. So I go to Instagram and I go to Reel and, oh, this is going to be a good one. I'm already in the middle of a draft. So I'm going to make a little video because I like to use the filters. And I wonder if I could share my phone here. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my phone. Hold on, guys.
You can use your computer screen if you got that new one. Oh, there you go.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go to my Instagram. I'm gonna save draft. I want a new one though. Oh, well, good thing you guys already know I'm pregnant because that would be really embarrassing if you didn't know that. Okay. There's my 9 weeks photo. Okay, let's go to camera. Okay. So first off, I'm gonna check a filter. I'm gonna use a filter that I like. You don't have to use a filter, but if you also like, let's say a part of your aesthetics is maybe you use the same filter for every reel. Like we talked about this, Susie, on one of the coaching calls. Wow, look at this big mountain here. You know, if you're doing branding and let's say you use a lot of grays and blacks and whites, maybe you use this filter because it's got that kind of gray dim to it, right? As opposed to like a brighter one, right? So let's say I am making the video. Okay. So I'll do that. Then I'll go here and edit out. Oh, so I'll edit out like the part I don't need because I only want that part and I don't want the part of me like pressing the button. This is a little bit too short. And I usually do a video between 5 to 7 seconds. Okay. So now I'm going to save this. And like I said, I am going to have this all like take notes now, but in the next few weeks, we're going to have this step by step on a formal worksheet for you guys. So just flow through the process with me here. Okay. The next thing that I do is my audio. So the way that I find my audio is I actually go to my new account because my old account doesn't show me the trending audio because it's what did we determine, Joan? What did that lady say? It's because it's a business profile. So my new account is not a business profile. So it's hard to find training audio from a business profile rather than a personal. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to go to the reels. And you guys, have we talked about the qualifications for a trending reel here or not? Training audio?
Yeah, it's that little, and it's gotta be, it's that little arrow, and then you really want 10,000 plays or less. But then you want the video or the reel to have at least 1 million that have viewed it.
Okay, when the student becomes the teacher. I like it. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Good job, Leslie. That's awesome. So, okay, so you're going to go through reels and you're going to click this button down here when it has an arrow. So when it has an arrow, it means it's trending, but you want to make sure it has these qualifications. So the original reel that's up here on the left, oh, this is a really good one. So it has over 1 million. And then this is the usage right here. So this one has just shy of 2,000. So about 1,000 is like prime, but then anything between, you know, under 10,000 is good. If it's a 10,001, that's okay. But those are just kind of some average borderline numbers for you guys. So I'm gonna listen to this. Wait, let me. So I'm gonna. That is some good audio. Okay, I like that. Okay. So I sent it to myself because, like I said, my new profile is not a business account. My current one is. Anyways, so
We can't hear
most.
your audio, just so you know, though.
Oh, you couldn't hear that song?
No.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. I'm gonna send you guys to, and I'm also gonna start sending you guys training audios as I'm using them, or I'll just send you my reels as I'm making them or whatever, so you can see my examples and then use the training audio. You just have to use it within, like, I would say 24 to 48 hours. But it's really good. Like, it was some pump up music. I'm gonna send it later. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. I'm going to, why Darren Kidd write me? That's interesting. Okay, so it's very interesting. I'm gonna now open that and I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna hit this little button right here. So sometimes what I'll do is when I'm scrolling in the morning, I'll go through and I'll send myself like 3 and then I'll save them. So when I go make the reels, you can pull them up, okay? So let's now go back. And it's probably for you a little bit easier to do that before you start the reel, but for some reason I'm ADD, so I always reverse it. Okay. So now I can add that sound. I go to saved. Let's see if super slow. Hear the typing. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, no, it's not that one. That's super weird.
Is it under music?
No, I just
Like,
because that's
oh, it was original audio. Yeah,
yes, but this is always trying to get me to sign up. Okay, well, I've never had an issue. So you're gonna
me
base
neither.
yeah, you're gonna pick your under your saved audio there. But we'll just pretend that went through. Okay, now this is very, very important. Okay, you're gonna save this video before you add the caption, and then you're also gonna save it after. And the way I do it is I have 2 photo albums. I use an iPhone. So I have 2 photo albums. So then I'm gonna go and okay, so I'm gonna go to my photos and I'm gonna save that video to the album that says, I think it just says like content to repurpose. There's 2 types of repurposing. I can use this video again next week with a different caption. And B, in a couple months, I can repost the same video with captions to the feeds. So now I just created a video that I can use again. So I just need to create content. So now you're creating this like huge bank of content for yourself, whether it's faceless or of you, whatever. You're creating a huge bank of content without copy and with copy. And again, one of the biggest obstacles of us not being consistent is because we're like, oh, okay, what am I, like, I have to think about what a video I'm going to make. I have to like get myself dressed maybe, or put makeup on, or look halfway decent if I want to be on video, which for me, I gave that up a long time ago. I don't care. Like, I will post this video probably. If it was a little longer, I would. I don't have any makeup on. I don't care, but that's totally up to you. But you've got to remove as much friction from your process to be consistent, right? So everything I'm doing right now is a little bit harder, but in a few months, when I have all this new content stored, like, it's going to be so easy to push out content like crazy. Okay. So, okay. Any questions so far, you guys? Again, I know we're going a lot of back and forth. We're going to have step by step, but are you guys getting the flow? Right? Okay. Kim, go ahead. Oh, you're on mute.
You said you have 2 albums on your iPhone. What,
Uh-huh.
what are they for?
Yeah, so the first one is just called like content or I don't know, reels without copy, and then one's reels with copy. And so I save this video to my phone, and then I save it to the photo album. And then once we put the captions right now, then I'm going to save it again. So right before I post it, I'm going to save it and then save that to the other album.
Okay, thank you.
So now I'm going to go ahead and put my copy, and I'm going to say, so it's behind the scenes. And then I might just say, like, again, sometimes you guys will be like, oh, I just used that last week or the month before or a few days ago. It's totally fine. Like, we could just say behind the scenes of a online business owner, behind the scenes of a stay-at-home mom running a side hustle. Like, you can use that over and over. You don't have to always get so creative, because again, the algorithm is now recognizing the type of content you put out there, and now it's sending you more people. So I might just say behind the scenes of a mom, I don't know, just trying to pay for a baby's college, haha, or I don't know, something that's a comical way, right? Or behind the scenes of a mompreneur, behind the scenes of, a mom working prior to going to the golf course, or, behind the scenes of a homeschool mom, right? Okay. So we have our kind of hook, which is behind the scenes and something that relates to the audience, right? So now moms who are pregnant might be like, oh yeah, that's me. Or any moms really are like, yeah, just trying to pay for this kid's tuition, like just trying to run this side hustle because bills are piling up. Most people start a side hustle not necessarily because they like can't afford things or they can't put food on the table. It's because things are piling up and they need that extra cash, right? So now I'm going to do the really cool part, and I'm going to use ChatGPT to create a caption here. So I'm going to I have it on my app. I have the app on my phone. You can do this by downloading ChatGPT, get a free open AI account. And I'm literally going to talk to it. Create a long form copy post for a reel of a mom sitting at her desk with her computer that says behind the scenes of a homeschool mom, just to keep it simple. Behind the scenes of a homeschool mom working her side hustle. Talk about reasons why it's important to start a side hustle and ways that this mom saves time in her day using online strategies. So I'm basically just telling it something that, that might be a pain. Like, what do I want to solve a pain for somebody? So I want them to read the post, I want them to relate, and then I want them to find a solution. So what are the obstacles they're not joining? Maybe they don't have time. Maybe they don't know what the strategies are, how it's working online. Create a call to action. Create a call to action to drop a heart in the comments if other moms resonate with this post. Okay, I'm going to add a ton of value to someone that has been thinking of starting an online business. Okay. Now I'm going to send it.
This would be great. So 11:30 Pacific, it'll be about a half hour.
And now it's like typing all this stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like way more than it usually does. I think because I put like, oh my gosh, this is way more than it usually does. Holy cow. Okay. Create,
It gave you enough content that you could like repost that 10 times and use different things.
yeah, totally. Oh, shoot. Totally. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell it to shorten it. Oh gosh, my speaker is on. Hold on. Reformat the answers above to make a shorter post for a reel.
Stay on track and support you in the best way. So just screenshot it and put it right here in Messenger once you're done. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 11:30.
Oh, I just muted you, Joan. Sorry. Okay, let's see if it. Okay, that's a little bit better, I think. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy this. And oh, hold on. You guys can't see my screen, huh? Hold on. No, don't. Hold on.
Megan, while you're doing that, really quick, I just want to say I was scrolling through Reels yesterday and somehow spent like 15 minutes looking at all the different places this guy puts this new drink dispenser on top of it. He like has Sunny Delight and is like the only thing in his fridge. And I like went into his profile to see all the different ways he used that thing as like the most basic reel. And then another one he did was like, will my Tesla trunk close on a piece of celery? Will it close on a banana? And I sat and I watched all these reels. And I'm like, I see how you can use the same thing and just switch it up a little bit and get people interested in watching. I
Exactly.
can't say I want this beverage dispenser, like it didn't work for me, nor do I want a Tesla, but it was just funny. Like I was like, what am I watching? Why am I watching this?
I know it's so crazy, right? I mean, yeah, I do too. And I'm like, it's just it's relevant. It makes us feel like it either entertains us or it makes us feel it's relatable, you know? So okay, so
Can I
now
make,
without
wait, can I make one comment really
yeah.
quick
Mhm.
too? No, okay, never mind, not right now. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll do it
So
at the end.
this is an example, but when I do that longer workshop, you guys, I'm gonna break down ChatGPT prompts, meaning how to identify what to ask ChatGPT, because it's so smart, but you can have ChatGPT do anything. Like literally one time I said, create an 800-calorie meal plan for a woman who's 33 that has no dairy, no gluten, no soy, no blank, that likes meals, one pot meals with potatoes. And it busted out literally this whole meal plan, a whole week meal plan. It was crazy. I know personal trainers who are using it now like crazy. So ChatGPT is so great. So I'm going to paste this here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to personalize it a little bit more. So I'm going to take out this kind of top part here. Wait. Okay. And then I'm going to say like I'm going to say like, ever wonder how I juggle it all as a homeschool mom?
So that's your hook is what you're saying.
Yeah. And then I'll put like I'll make it come from me rather than the generic, like ever wonder how moms, and I'll put like an emoji.
Is it white and black, the app? Like is it a circle, like
Yeah.
woven circle? Okay.
So here's a sneak peek into my life as I balance homeschool mom. And then and then you'll just kind of go through and look at like, it's hard because my phone's being weird, so it won't open up the whole thing. But I'll go through and like edit what I want. And then I make sure the call to action is strong. So if this resonates with you, drop a part in the comments. I get a lot of engagement. Like you gotta wait to ask big asks. So like on my new profile, everything is just like drop a heart in the comments if this resonates with you. I just want people to relate and engage. I'm not trying to ask them to drop a comment if they want to start a business. I'm not trying to ask them to drop a comment for a sample. I need to build trust and authority in the marketplace first. And I just need people to relate to me. That's all I need. All I need. I just need people to relate to me and be like, me too. Raise their hand. And I just want them to drop a heart. So, so now if you want to get super, super fun, crazy, repurposing, you can pull this copy and put it into a Google Doc now. Okay. Now I don't have this right now, but probably in a month or so, our business manager will have like a content purposing system. We've invested a ton in having her install this project management system. So you guys will have access. We're going to give you guys this as elite members. How she shows us to organize it all. But I think what she's going to do is have it all be like in a Google Doc, in an Excel, where you link the video, the copy, and everything. So now the VA for us, you know, can go and repurpose this. But for you, it's easy. You know, in 3 months, you wake up and you're like, oh, I just need to do my posts. Like the content's done. All you do is copy and paste, right? So now I have my post here. I'm going to, I will probably also add like a C caption. So I want to make sure that they go read the copy below. So I will add something like C caption. How
Megan, I feel silly, but when you say copy, are you talking about text? Like, is that just another way of saying text?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yes. Like the wording.
No, you're good. Okay.
Yes. C caption how you can too. And then I'll edit this timing. Something like that. Oh. Okay. So remember I said you're going to save this before you post it, but let's look at the preview. Behind the scenes of a mom just see caption how. Okay. Again, the video is a little quick. You want to have it really 7 seconds is a prime video time. You want to have a good cover. So like, this one's good. It shows the full the copy, the text, and then the computer typing. So that's the one that I would want. And then you want to go here and you want to save this one as, oops, what just happened? You want to say, there are so many bugs on here right now. What? Okay, well, there we go. Okay, so you want to save as well. And that's that second album I was talking about. So now you have the video without the text and with the text. And you can, again, preview it, double check here. And you can just share. Okay, so let me check my notes here.
I put down the steps in order of 5 too. I'll wait till you're there though.
Okay. Okay. So there's a couple more steps. Yeah. Okay. That I wrote here as far as repurpose. Well, yeah, in general. Okay. So, okay. The next step is to post and share it to your story. So you hit share, you share it to your story. Then I put save reel link. So you can put the link in the Google Doc if you're like getting really, again, this is only if you're getting really extensive with trying to save the content. And then the next thing you want to do, there's 2 things, is you want to go and comment. You want to have 3 comments in your comment. So Leslie was saying,
Megan, really quick, I just want to make sure. So no, so we're going to share to story once the reel's done.
yeah.
And then the next thing is to go in and comment 3 comments.
On the reel itself.
Yeah.
And I'll show you guys an example here.
Comment on your own reel?
Yep. So you can see,
Stupid question, but you shared it to stories.
huh?
So you're posting it as a story or a reel?
So you make it as a reel, but then if you hit this little button right here, share, you can share to or add to story right here on the bottom left. Did you see that?
Okay. And then comment on the story.
No, you'll still
Oh,
comment on the original reel. You can't comment on a story. Like if a viewer can, but not you. So,
Okay.
so let me show you where. So in the comments itself, which you're doing this right, Susie, I've been watching you.
Okay.
You can see here, I don't know why, it's weird because my comment was the first comment and it's in the middle. I don't understand. But I put the call to action again. So Leslie, this is one thing I might try in your comments, switch doing this going forward. I put drop a heart if you're ready to run with your biz this summer. Notice the difference. I didn't say drop a heart if you want to run with me in business. I put drop a heart if you're ready to run with your business this summer because I'm talking to network marketers, right? So, drop a heart in the comments if you're ready to, have a great summer with kids or whatever, something that resonates. And then I put let's go mamas, and then I put an emoji. So I've been mixing it up. Instead of just doing 3 emojis, I've been adding the call to action and then maybe a short form text or 2 emojis, right? Here's one more example. I didn't put the call to action here, but I put like a recap of what I said. Outsourcing is where it's at, which this was a pretty funny one. I thought myself. Ordering takeout counts as outsourcing. But I got pretty good engagement on these 2 here. I made sure to respond with a question here. She didn't reply back, but I made sure here to respond to the comments here that people were putting. We had a little conversation here. So this one got some really good engagement here. Okay, so you're gonna comment in the stories, but then who can tell me how do we tell the algorithm who we want to go comment on our stuff now?
I'm gonna make a guess.
Go ahead.
The people, we comment on the people's reels that we want commenting on ours.
Exactly. So if you've gone through the digital recruiting system, and I think from today, a lot of you are probably gonna be like, I should probably go watch that material. I would highly suggest it because if you really want to master reels, the program is so good, like so good. And I'm not saying that because I made it. It's so good. And actually, one of our partners, Yana, did a ton of the content in there as well. And she's a master content creator. So what I do is I'm like, okay, let me go search.
Megan, I have a question about that real quick.
Yeah.
Is the website of the hashtags to not use and stuff like that, is that section of it still relevant?
So
is that like still something like we should be like the Instagram banned hashtags and whatnot? Is that something that we still need to pay as much attention to? I don't know how long ago that content was created, so and I know it's always changing.
Yeah, exactly. It's fairly new. It's within like 6 months, that content. But I quite frankly don't pay attention to hashtags. There's so many and what's weird I noticed is when ChatGPT did the thing, actually, it's been creating hashtags for me. I just realized that. Like this one, it has hashtags. So it's weird that it did it in that one. So you might need to tell it with hashtags, but this one it didn't. So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If you wanted to, you can get as detailed as possible with your prompt to ChatGPT. So you can say like with hashtags, and ChatGPT does know most of the relevant information, so it's probably going to give you decent hashtags. So I would say don't put a ton of emphasis on it. That information is in there, not necessarily because we promote it as the #1 strategy, but because people ask all the time, and that's the relevant information. But I don't put a lot of emphasis on hashtags. Not saying not to use them, just within too much of the structuring, and ChatGPT will typically not use a banned one. So I'm going to go up to here and search network marketing, and I'm going to maybe look at accounts. And now I'm just going to go engage with other people who like network marketing stuff, right? That's an example for mine. For you, it might be homeschool mom. Homeschool mamas or moms. You might go in here and start to engage here. Now we break this down step by step in the digital recruiting systems. But you might just start to comment on their stuff, comment and reply back to other people. who are consuming similar content to yours. So that is A to Z. So from there now I spent a few minutes, maybe I've dropped like 5 comments. I've done a couple to basically tell the algorithm, hey, these are the people I'm talking to right now. Go send these people now to my content, my newest content. Okay, what questions? I know that was a lot. Oh, great. Thanks, Joan, you wrote those steps down. Like I said, that's an A to Z flow. We're going to continue this conversation by having everything written down for you in a worksheet. We're going to have your DMO for you. But that should spark a lot for you. And if you haven't gone through those videos, I think you'll find them very helpful. But also gives you just a little bit of a relatability too of like, it's okay to not feel like super confident in what you're posting. That's what you can use ChatGPT for, right? It's okay to second guess what you're posting and just try things out. And it's okay to reuse the same video several times. So what questions, you guys, was that helpful, by the way, to kind of walk you through that A to Z? I know it was a lot, but okay, good. All right. Any questions you guys can think of before we wrap up here? Susie, did you have something? No? Okay.
If I started a new Instagram account at the beginning of the DRA and did absolutely nothing with it, should I start another new one? Like, I have one video that's not great and
Oh.
like a few people I follow and then a whole bunch of weird followers.
Oh, no, I would, yeah. I
Start
was
a new
gonna
one.
say, if you didn't do anything, like you barely logged in, you didn't scroll through the feeds, nothing, you could keep it. That's what I did and mine's going well. But if you have, yeah, you posted something already and you have some weird people following you, I would, yeah, scratch that and do a new one.
Okay.
And just
Is there a
follow.
way to do like straight up delete accounts or do I just forget it exists?
I'm not sure. I'm
Okay.
sure that you could delete it though. I'm sure
I'll
you
look
should.
into it.
Yeah, you should be able to delete it though. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Good question. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Okay. All right, Joan, any final thoughts here or questions from you?
No, I would just say though, I want to just do a few reminders because I've just noticed, and you know, I've done some of these things too, but things change so much. So remember, no more links in your bios. Like right now, I need to go actually into mine and take out the Ultimate Recruiting Challenge link. So don't use your link in your bios and don't use your link in comments anymore. You heard Megan say, use an emoji or use a word for a call to action, you know?
Why are we not doing links in bio?
Well, the algorithms are not, I just literally got that from Fernie today.
Oh,
They're not putting people in front of people. So like even like the milkshake, even the all of it, links are real. I mean, you can look into it more, Megan, but he just did a big training on it today. So they're just not putting, you know, the visibility is not happening, right? So that's what I understood. And it's gonna suppress your content. But especially in your comments, like I always thought it was safe to put, well, it used to be safe to put your link in the comments. It's not. So you're going to get way less visibility, but you heard Megan say that also, you know, drop a heart or drop some familiar emoji or a word, you know, whatever.
So what would you suggest? Like just like, because I know I have 2 links. One is if you want to build a business or something, and the other is color match. Would you just say message me?
You know what? I will just, yeah, I mean, I'll have Megan double check, and I'll ask him too, but I just believe that just watch your watch how your comments are going. I mean, that's really key. If you're posting every day and you're getting good engagement, well, maybe you don't change it. But if you're not getting good engagement, that may be something to consider. But especially when you are doing your reels, don't drop a link in the reels or in the content. Does that make sense? Good engagement would be, again, Susie, I can work with you on that because I don't know how many people you've added yet, but I mean, you've got to remember that if you have 5,000 friends and you're getting 2 likes, loves, or hearts, that's not good engagement. That would be.
So I want to clarify. I'm gonna look into this. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
glad that you brought this up, but I'm pretty sure what was meant is you're not supposed to put in your comments link in bio. I don't think people should be removing their actual links, but we'll double check on that.
Links in bio.
Using the phrase.
Link in bio.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Link.
don't use that phrase, but you should have a link in your bio.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Am I okay?
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm over here having
That
a
makes so
heart
much more
attack,
sense
like,
now.
No.
Okay.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. No, you guys. I mean, don't anyway, link in bio.
The
Yeah,
phrase. Yeah.
it's the words link in bio. I'm saying, so I have to go remove anyway.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm like over here having a panic attack. Like everything leads to
Oh.
that. So that makes no sense. Okay. So
So.
yeah, the goal is like people were getting a lot of traction with that in the beginning, like link in bio, but now it's become such a thing that it's kind of annoying. And the goal is you want to create genuine curiosity for people to go to your bio, right? So how do you do that? You resonate with them, you get them to see your reels and your content, and then on their own, like, Marcy, she's like, okay, these guys' videos are funny. I'm gonna go, what does he actually do? Now she clicks on his link. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, maybe I need this. In her case, she didn't, but maybe I need this. I'm gonna buy this, or I'm gonna ask for more information. So again, avoid those phrases in the comments here. So, okay, anything else, Joan, you can think of?
Nope, not at this point.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys. Well, we hope that you have a great week. Let us know in the chat if you're doing this and get stuck, need any help, have questions over this, let us know, okay? And we
Oh,
will.
wait. Someone did ask a while back, I don't know who it is. I have it in my notes. Does everyone understand what B-roll is? Or do you want me to say what B-roll is? Does everyone get it? So B-roll is, it could be like someone videoing you doing it, like dancing, hugging, so it's secondary. It's not you speaking to the camera. Right now, I could have this set up, filming me right here. That would be B-roll. Does that make sense? Okay. I forget who asked that, but I have it in my notes. You could have someone film you walking on your walk path or swimming, and that could be B-roll. It can be other people too, B-roll, right? Okay. All right. It's way above Megan. Sorry, you guys. She's like, really? Are you really saying this? Well,
No,
it's
no.
question asked. So,
No,
all right. Have a good one, everyone.
No, we do have B-roll in that. Again, go to that members area if you haven't. We have tons of B-roll done for you guys in there as well.
All right.
Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.